Hey y'all, this your girl Queen Queasy. I'm recording from my iPad and I look so big from this angle, but I'm coming on to talk about a topic. I wanted to talk about Brittany Renner and Kevin Gates divorcing after being married for I think like 52, 54 days. It's so crazy because in 2024 I met Brittany Renner at a club appearance. JT had came to New Orleans. She was performing at the House of Blues. And I was on stage and Brittany Renner was on stage and we had got to talk. Now, keep in mind, I got first introduced to Brittany Renner when I was in college. I was going to LSU and they used to book her a lot in Baton Rouge. At this time, she was like a fitness influence and like a model girl, like an Instagram model girl or whatever. She always was really, really beautiful and fit or whatever. And it's so crazy because I mean, the 2 years before that, I had met Kevin Gates. He's like one of my favorite rappers or whatever. And when I kind of seen them joining forces, I was like, okay, it kind of makes sense because, I mean, like, she from Mississippi, he from Louisiana, Baton Rouge. They got, like, this country twang. Like, I could see that happening, you know? Like, I could see them falling into one because then they both in the industry. So, like, I could see it happening or whatever. Fast forward, she converted into Islam. So, when she converted into Islam, I was like, girl, I hope she ain't converted into Islam because of that man. Now, I can speak from my own experience dating a man that's Islam and kind of just being introduced to that religion. Like, for me, like I said, I'll try anything once. But it got to be for me. And it got to be true to me. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't do it if it wasn't true to me. So that was that on that. And then this most recent time when I met her at the JT concert on the stage, she had called me and she was like, come on, let's take a shot. So we poured our shots. And, you know, usually when you pour your shots, you got to, like, tip it down and then we toast. So I was like, what you want to toast to? And she was like, let's toast to love. And I was like, girl, no. Like, come on, bitch, that's too much. Wait, hold on. All right. I need I'm sober. Salute. What we cheering for? Money. We're not doing that. No, all right, true love for real bitches, okay? True love and money. Like, no, and she was like, no, and I was like, no, like, let's toast to money, let's toast to success, let's toast to just any other thing but love or whatever. And to be honest, at that time, speaking for myself personally, I could speak to my own personal journey. I had been celibate for some years. I had completely decentered men. And I seen the big picture of like life and things or whatever. And I've always, even outside of decentered men, been a selfish ass motherfucker and always just my career and me and the shit that I wanted to accomplish has always been more important to me than a relationship. And when I seen that that's something that she craved and that's something that she felt like she needed, I just was like, oh my God, all right. Like, I just was like, damn, it's some trauma there. And like I said, I have mommy and daddy. Well, I had mommy and daddy issues. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I felt like I was let down by my parents. I was let down by men. And I use men as like a scapegoat or whatever. But I knew, like, I felt familiar with when she said that. Like, I kind of knew where that pain kind of came from. And I just wanted to give her a hug. And I wanted to hold her. And I wanted to talk to her. It just was like we was in the wrong setting, y'all. Like, we was in a club, popping bottles. JT was about to perform. So it just wasn't a setting for that type of intimate kind of, like, compassionate, having that type of conversation at that moment. But to hear the news that her and Kevin Gates got this divorce and they actually was married, because at first I didn't think it was real, but me studying certain parts of Islam, I kind of knew it was true. He's allowed to have 3 wives. As long as he could provide and take care of each wife equally, it isn't an issue or whatever. And she converted. So his first wife, Drika Gates, was I'm assuming Drika is more spiritual and Christian, maybe. I'm not sure. But he married Drika prior to him becoming the phenomenon that is Kevin Gates. And Drika kind of went through the muscle with him. And even in that relationship, Kevin Gates wasn't the perfect man or whatever. I think he has a persona of, I feel like he can take on buku different personality types. You know what I mean? And I feel like you get caught up in that. You value the man more than you value yourself. And I'm like, no matter what, always remember that you are the prize. Period. Like, period. I don't give a fuck how much money he got, how well he can provide for you. That's what a man's supposed to do. You know what I mean? So we should not be giving men rewards for things that they are supposed to do. Period. Let's just start there. And I just think you were on such a beautiful journey. Like, you embarked this new religion, this new found self-love. Like, I am a huge researcher on TikTok. So I see like some of the things and some of the values and some of the things that comes with like women who are Muslim and Islamic, like, and they some bad mama jammas because their self-esteem is so high. They know that the man is supposed to do this, but they put themselves first. And I felt like you were on that path, but something got interrupted there. Some trauma that hasn't been, I don't know, healed, maybe. If you feel what I'm saying? And I think he took advantage of you. He manipulated you. And like I say, on the other side of the coin, from a music perspective, Kevin Gates is one of my favorite rappers. He inspired me to rap or whatever. But I never got caught up in what I've learned, especially being a musician, is sometimes rapper and in rap is a rap persona. This is your costume. Like the Hannah Montana thing is real. Like, you're putting on this persona to attract this audience and to give the people what they need. And I felt like that was Kevin Gates. Think about like some of his antics, the eating booty and the, this and that and that and that. And I feel like maybe he thought you were going to be the person to get a reaction out of Drika. And then I just think about, he didn't even really like divorce Drika of like, I think she separated from him. So it's still some love there between them that he may feel a way about. Like, Drika's not bowing down to him. She's doing her own thing. She decentered him. She's living her life. She's on a farm. She's raising her children. She's thriving in her businesses. And I feel like if you would have took that approach too, because I'm not speaking about him just, in his religion, he can have multiple wives. That's a whole nother topic. But I'm just saying, like, if you would have stayed true to you and love you wholeheartedly, I don't think you would be in this situation. I don't think you would have been divorced. I think you would have took it for what it was worth. I mean, he, like I said in my TikTok video, like on one of his songs from his mixtapes, he said that he left a woman on the side of the road. You feel what I'm saying? And you want to hope that people change. And to a certain extent, people do change, especially when you convert to different religions and you find God in a different place. And I feel like he probably was the provider and the protector, but only to a certain extent. And I feel like once you became useless to him, he threw you to the corner. Like, he threw you to the side. And of course, I don't want to see that for you. I met you and I feel like you were a really sweet person. You were really kind. I think you still figuring it out. And I think you also like are carrying the trauma from your baby daddy, like your last baby daddy. Like, he wind up getting married. He wind up starting his own family. And I know you want that for you and your son as well. But, baby, continue to do the work on you. Like, it's gonna come. Like, we're still here. It's so many men in this world. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and how I always look at things, why not me? Why not you too? You deserve to be honored. You deserve to be treated with respect, but a man gon' respect the standards that you make him stand on. Like, that's a fact. Like, you have to let them know, like, unapologetically, your worth and who you are and your respect, that's number one. Like, you're not backing down from that. Like, the moment you feel like he has disrespected you or he's doing things that's not, what you agreed upon, then I commend you for leaving. And I think a lot of people is not talking about that. The strength that it takes to leave a situation when you were so in love with somebody. The strength it takes to put yourself first. I commend you for that. And I think, who are your girlfriends? Like, who are the women that's in your corner? Like, let's sit down, let's talk. I'm here. I'm in New Orleans. And this is a judgment-free zone. A lot of women don't like to admit, but we all been through similar situations. And a lot of this shit stems from childhood trauma. Not having an active parent. And it could be not having an active dad, not having an active mom, not having an active dad or mom. That you feel abandoned and you go in the arms of the first person that's going to accept you for who you are. So, peace and love. I hope this message finds you. Bye.